This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe, anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
It's about comic books and movies, growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering Tales from the Crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote
And all right here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 252. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Blake.
And Jim is out ill this week.
He's
And-
got a tummy ache.
And per the decree from Blake, or Black, actually that was from Blake, anybody that is anywhere close to being even sniffles or sick cannot show up to the podcast. So he adhered to that.
That's correct.
And I appreciate that. I appreciate it.
Can't get us sick.
No. We got a show to do.
Hey, I got my flu shot.
I got my flu shot too.
So did I.
Yeah, my company gives it to us for free.
Everybody
too.
gives it to you for free.
Do they?
Only fools pay for flu
Oh,
shots.
I see Walgreens and CVS charge, don't they?
For
Well,
suckers.
your whatchamacallit,
Insurance?
insurance will cover it.
What? We're not in Canada. That's not covering it. We're not in England. What is this ridiculous free health insurance? That's how socialism starts. I've seen enough political ads this week to know that that's how socialism starts.
We're not in the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Really? You've seen a lot of socialistic political ads this season?
I'm going to say yes.
I would say it's not like Bernie's running again.
Unfortunately, I've also been watching a lot of German TV, so that could be the reason why. That could be the reason why. Merkel's not going to be chancellor anymore.
Oh, yeah?
No.
She's stepping down?
22, I think, or 21.
Oh, geez. Okay, 2 years from now.
It's like the Cal Ripken
2020.
retirement. Is it 2020?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's the Cal Ripken retirement thing. He's just going around for 6 years. I'm retiring. Shut up, Cal. Mm-hmm. Oh, go run around the bases 6 more times. You're amazing. Yippee. You didn't get injured. Thank you for that. That takes skill.
It actually does.
You should thank God, not your, or your physicians. That doesn't take skill.
Or any other alternate supreme being you believe in.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
Supreme Leader Trump?
Yoda.
No.
Oh,
Yoda. Wiccans.
thank Yoda. Okay.
Yoda?
I like that.
People identify as Jedi. I
Yeah,
know.
but Yoda isn't the Force. The Force is what is the
Correct.
thing that binds them together. You don't worship your priest.
Who do you think
You should worship the midi-chlorians.
Yeah, okay.
who would be the divine trinity in the Jedis? The Jedi religion.
The Force, and midi-chlorians.
No. I mean, like you have the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost. And
None
Catholic-
of the characters would be related to the actual God.
You don't think so?
No, they would be closer to saints at best.
I'm going to beg to differ.
Then you're wrong.
Well, yes, I know that. But let's just for fun do a Holy Trinity. Who would it be?
I'll do a Mount Rushmore maybe,
Okay,
but I
let's do
won't
a
do a
Mount Rushmore
Holy
of Jedi.
Trinity.
Nothing said Jedi like a Mount Rushmore. There's Yoda.
Well, Yoda would be on my Mount Rushmore of Jedi.
Okay, who else?
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay,
Qui-Gon Jinn.
okay. Jar Jar?
Well, no, I
He
wouldn't
would be
put-
on the Sith version.
Yeah, I wouldn't put evil people on.
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon.
Obi-Wan.
Let's see. And then you got Yoda.
Gotta keep Anakin off.
Oh, yeah, Anakin's off. Who else would be on there?
Nobody else.
That's it. That's 5.
Luke?
Didn't we hit 5?
Look. No, there's
Hey, you put Obi-Wan on 3 times, but other than that,
Well, young Obi and then old Obi.
Yes, because they have young presidents, old presidents
That's
on
right.
there.
That's right.
It's actually one of those pictures. It depends where you're looking at on the mountain.
Yeah.
That's where you see the younger,
No,
old.
actually, as you walk by the Jedi Mountain, it goes from light side to dark side.
oh,
That would be awesome. I like that.
So, all right, so who'd be on the dark side?
Pardon me. The
Darth
Sith,
Vader.
Vader.
Anakin Skywalker.
Well, he did kill younglings.
That's right. Well,
Palpatine?
I would say Snoke, but that guy was a joke.
Yeah, Snoke wouldn't make it.
It's like, yeah, this is my plan. See?
I could see, yeah, Darth Vader, Palpatine, and,
regenerated. I know all.
and Jar Jar
I didn't
Binks.
see that coming.
Talk about Snoke just became Cobra Commander. Wow, my weather machine. Okay, Snoke, we're not doing a weather machine.
Oh, they need a spin-off of Snoke and the Weather Machine.
I like it. So you see,
right.
on Tatooine, it becomes Hoth. Oh, nobody cares.
Snoke, I got a really great video projection. I look 5 stories tall. In reality, I'm 5'3".
In reality, I'm Peter Dinklage.
I'm missing half a face.
Don't look at me. It's not my pretty
I know
self.
everything, and I conceived this entire plan. I made you meet each other.
I would like that to be the actual script and screenplay of Last Jedi. Well, then he walks in and says, "Ha, I met you," and that was it. Mm-hmm. See, you're outnumbered this week because Jeff and I actually loved Last Jedi, so you're screwed. Don't mock it.
I think deep down, Jeff really doesn't like it, but he's just agreeing with you in order to get to me.
No.
Jeff and I saw it
You're
separately,
lying.
No.
and we both.
I'm not trying to get to you. You're purposely trying to get to me.
What?
By this whole discussion in the first place.
Audience, I give it 10 minutes.
Choke on that Paz. It's a present from Snoke.
It's a Saudi conspiracy.
Snooky just got killed. Actually, Jim is here. Can we borrow your clothes? He needs to go seen on the cameras. I don't know. Blake was out. He left our Bob Studios. We have him on the thing. This guy's bald. Well, that's okay. Blake was balding. Yeah, that's it.
And he had a goatee.
Yeah, wait a minute.
For some reason, he shaved his head before he ran out of here.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, and he was wearing Jordanians.
How is Black this week? Did he go back home?
I do not. I plead.
Oh, Black, hi.
I know nothing.
How you doing, Black?
I do not know who you are.
Black was a popular one amongst our listeners last week.
No.
They liked it better than Blake Bot.
I mean, ha ha.
Moving on. Welcome to a very political podcast.
I mean, my air Syrians. Yes.
Down the hall. We got Culture Babble down there, Black. Go talk to them.
Is she covering her face?
Moving on. What do we got here? We did get a couple complaints about the Challenger joke last week.
Did we? We did?
Yeah, like 2 or 3.
Awesome.
Saying,
It's only been 20 years.
yeah, you know.
Did they send it to the proper complaint channel?
No, they did not. They did not. So
That's why I didn't hear about the complaint.
that is true. That is true. So, yes. This week we'll be doing just straight Abraham Lincoln jokes just for everybody, just so we're over it. So, you got any JFK jokes?
You know, Abraham Lincoln was our greatest vampire killer.
He was.
In
He
history.
was. Mary Todd was a close second. Mary Todd,
Yes.
close second. Of course, if I was married to Mary Todd, I would probably get out of that house too.
I'd drive a stake through my own heart.
Wow, we're up and current with the jokes now. Mary Todd humor.
Don't say we're not edgy.
Did you hear about the play? It blew Abraham away.
What a union. Moving on. Speaking of unions, I bought Red Dead Redemption this week.
So did I.
That was my up. Did you get it?
I did get it.
Did you play it?
I played like the first couple of little.
Are you out of the snow yet?
No.
Okay.
Are you punching your horse and your horse kicks you and you die?
No, I
Did
haven't
you
done
see
that
that
yet.
online?
That's the only video I keep seeing online of Red Dead Redemption.
Okay, so Red Dead Redemption 2 came out. It cost $80 to $100 million to make. First weekend, $725 million it made.
Wow, that doesn't even include mine because I didn't buy mine till Monday.
Oh, well, okay. I pre-ordered. Thank God. Did you bought the disc, right?
Yeah.
How long did it take you to download?
Well, I left, so I don't know.
Okay, that's good.
It was saying like an hour.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
Some people that had slower internet, it was taking them 6 hours to download.
Yeah. Oh, well, the disc you need internet to download it with the disc.
I guess that would be the regular
Yeah.
download. Of course, I guess it was taking me a long time, but I bought it like Wednesday night, and then it automatically downloads before it pre-sales or opens up. Anyways,
Downloaded onto your but then opened up when it was available.
so it was ready to go on Friday at midnight.
Oh, that's nice.
So how is playing Grand Theft Auto in the Old West like?
It is quite possibly my favorite game of all time, and I love the last one. I like them all. Red Dead Revolver was great too.
Oh yeah.
Red Dead Redemption was great. It was one of the few games I actually finished.
I never
open
did
world.
finish it.
It was good. It's fun. The last level was a little rough. This one had a lot. If you played the first one, it's been so long since I played the first one. There's still like little Easter eggs back to the original, so that's fun. Once you get out of the snow levels, Jeff, it's amazing. I spent 2.5 hours the other night playing, and I did one mission because I just explored. Fun
Usually
fact.
how I do it.
Fun fact.
How fun is it really?
It is a fun fact. Okay. When you steal a train, you can't go outside the train tracks. So here's the issue.
You can't just turn right.
No. So my wife is like, "Are you playing Red Dead tonight?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Okay, I'll just play on the phone and read." So she looks up every so often to watch me, and she kind of laughs because she's like, "Did you steal a train?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Where are you taking it?" And I was like, "Well, here's the first issue. I stole a cargo train. There's no money on it, so I got lots of." I got a lot of canned goods.
So you'll never go hungry again.
So I was driving the train after I killed the conductor.
Now hold on, there are telegraphs in this world, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, just wondering.
So I'm driving a
This is
train.
what, 1899? Is that what it said at the
1899.
beginning? Yeah.
I'm driving a train and I'm eating a can of peaches. And next thing you know, bounty hunters start chasing me. And I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have rang the bell because that was really fun. I looked at my wife like, I was wanting to blow a train whistle, boop, boop. And then
You know when you steal a train, you're supposed to then stop it, remove what you want from it, and get away.
Yeah, I got when they drive it. So eventually I did get away.
You didn't have to reset?
No. So I got away after I killed because I was in the middle of nowhere.
So they don't know who actually stole the train?
Correct. I had my, mask on and that. Here's the best part, though. I get, 10 miles. I don't even know. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, what the hell do I do now? Where do I store a train? Nowhere. So I couldn't do anything with it.
You realize the great train robberies of the past?
Yeah.
They weren't actually stealing the train.
Uh-huh.
They were taking the stuff off the train.
On paper, that sounds good. The other issue is my horse died because it kept trying to keep up with my train. He was a loyal horse and died of exhaustion.
Way to go.
Do you keep losing your hat?
I do lose my hat a lot.
I understand that that's a big problem in this game.
It's not really a problem, just I fucking
Everybody
leave it.
keeps losing their hats.
Yeah, I kill someone and take their hat. It's easier. They're like, would you like to go back for a hat? Bam! No, I got yours. And then last night I was going up to a section and I heard gunshots. I was like, oh, maybe they're robbing someone. I can help the innocent person
No, they're
out.
shooting at you.
No. It's a guy doing target practice and he's like, hey, I'll challenge you in a game. Would you like to duel me with these targets? Winner gets $10. Bam! Shot him. I took my $10. I took $10 from him.
You are an evil
killer.
person.
How can you play that game with no conscience?
Well, I do have some. I don't kill women and children, and I usually do
Yeah.
kill the criminals. Of course, I mean, it'd be the nicest. There are points that I help people off the cliff, and there's
Yeah, that's the storyline.
no, you can leave the one guy fall. Later on, there's another guy, Jimmy Brooks. You can let fall. It is a fun game, though. It is a really good time. So I've enjoyed it. But you like it, Jeff?
so far.
So, well, yeah, you're only an hour
Yeah.
into it, but
I'm not even that much into it.
the snow is fun, but like after a while, like, okay, can I get out of here? I did like the snow levels. It teaches you how to play the game without really being a tutorial,
That's pretty much what it is, yeah.
which is fine.
Which is annoying because I'm like, why aren't you shooting? Oh, wrong button.
Yeah. So I've also killed people by
Excuse me.
accident because I hit the wrong button. It's a quick draw weapon. I just meant to talk to you and I shot him. I was like, damn it. So after the first horse died, Zeus, my wife kept telling me I needed to name the next one Chestnut. And I was like, that's the worst name. She's like, come on, just do it. So I have Chestnut, the horse, is my horse that's running along with me. So you can shave. There's a lot you can do in it. You can shave your beard. You can.
Why would you do that?
I do. You can take baths, and that was the part that my wife goes, "Oh my God, what are you getting a hand job?"
What? Really?
You go up and take a bath, and you hear a knock on the door, and the woman's like, "Would you like a deluxe bath? A helping hand?" "Sure." For 50 cents more, they come in, and she reaches down.
50 cents?
Yeah, she reaches down. Of course, you also get syphilis. She
From a hand job?
Probably.
That's a pretty bad hand job.
You died of dysentery.
or a really good hand job. So you reach into it, and she, she reaches down into the bubbles, and she stays down there for a little bit, and then pulls her hand back up, and you're just like, oh. I'm like, oh my God.
Now you gotta change all the water.
What was this rated?
Oh, it's,
Okay.
to which my 8-year-old said, because I don't play video games when my kids are awake anyways, but the next day after my wife saw that scene, my son was home and I wasn't home yet, and he's like, Mom, can I play that new game Dad's got? No. And my son goes, Dad, your mom said that word no quicker than I've ever seen her. So it is a very highly recommended game, though. It's fun. Do you like? Are you going to spend the weekend playing it?
I don't know yet.
Okay. I spent the last 3 nights just playing it over and over. So, and then Saturday night I was actually going to see if anybody wanted to do a game night, and then I realized I have Red Dead Redemption. I can't do anything.
Yeah, I know. You yelled at Jim for being out of town. He comes up to game night, and I'm like, wow, why does he care about game night?
Oh yeah, Red Dead came out, so sorry.
Weren't you supposed to have a date night that night?
That was Friday night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my wife and I went out Friday night, the day that Red Dead came out.
Did you reenact the bath scene?
No.
She wanted more than 50 cents.
That's right. She's got a lifetime of suffering. Well, it was funny though because we fell asleep on the couch, and I woke up at 12:30, and she was still snoozing away. This is on Friday night,
And
Saturday
you're
morning.
like, yes, I can go down and play.
Oh, we were on the couch. So
Oh.
the kids weren't here. They were actually spending the night at the grandparents, and I was like, it's 12:30. I've only played Red Dead for an hour. Well, loading it up. Played until 2 in the morning. I might have played a little inebriated, too.
That's what you tell yourself. It was actually till 4.
I will say I was a little inebriated Friday night, so I don't know what I did, but I did play. So
You so inebriated you blacked out?
I may have passed out when I got home.
Well, then you did nothing.
Well, no, actually,
you
that bath
passed out.
scene, that was just as fancy. He woke up in a bath.
We were
All
watching
shriveled up.
Dateline Murder Mystery. True murder mystery.
Yay.
So. Jeff, what's your up this week?
Well, I'll start with my down.
Okay.
My down is stupid World Series. I hated both teams.
Here, here.
I was kind of cheering for the terrorists to win that
Oh,
one.
dear God. Dirty bomb.
I'm like, oh, can they both lose? But,
If it was Bud Selig, yes.
yeah.
So they
since
did go 18 innings that one game, didn't
Oh, my
they?
God.
Yeah, something like that.
7 hours of baseball.
But I did find the silver lining from that black cloud was with Boston winning. Brandon Phillips did get a World Series ring for it.
Yes, he did. Yes, he
Oh,
did.
yeah.
So, good for him. He deserves a World
I thought
Series
the
ring.
silver lining was that Los Angeles lost again.
Highest payroll in baseball and can't win a championship. Machado struck out too, so that was
to end
nice.
the World Series, yeah.
I forgot he was a free agent this year.
Yep.
Should be interesting. They said Philadelphia's looking at him.
You think he hurt his value with all the dirty play?
I think he did.
I hope he did.
What a jerk.
He is an asshole. And that's not even allegedly. He's an ass. Blake, are you okay? Your Browns? They fired Hugh Jackson and Todd Haley. You okay with that?
Brown's gonna Brown.
Yes. On a positive note, you have now just been hired as the Browns head coach.
Excellent.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
Typical Browns fashion, they have not told you. And you have a
Not
game
yet.
Sunday.
Awesome.
So work on that.
Actually, can I skip this one? Because I don't think the Kansas City Chiefs were in Super Tecmo Bowl.
Oh, is that who you play this with? The Browns
They were
play
in
this?
Super Tecmo Bowl.
They were in Tecmo
They
Bowl.
were in Tecmo Bowl with Christian Okoye.
Weren't they all in Super
I mean,
Tecmo
I'm
Bowl?
game playing against Christian
Everybody
Okoye.
was in Super Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah, I think regular Tecmo Bowl, I don't think necessarily had everybody, but Super did.
Yeah. Jim would know this.
Yeah.
Jim's the expert.
I mean, if it was the Jaguars or something, they weren't in Tecmo Bowl.
No.
So,
I don't think they were in Tecmo Super Bowl either.
no, because they didn't exist then.
Blake Borders still sucked. I'm sorry, Jeff. What was your up this week?
My up was Brandon Phillips getting a
Okay.
ring.
So, what do you think about Browns? You got Greg Williams as your new coach. How many heads are going to roll?
It depends how many
I don't get
bribes
it.
he's paying.
Because he allegedly. Oh no, he did get fined. He did get.
Well, he did get fired. He did
Yeah.
get fined. You know, supposedly putting bounties out on players.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. He's now the head coach.
Oh.
Because they got rid of Todd Haley he lasted what, 8 games?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, actually, it is kind of interesting. If you watch all 4 Hard Knocks, there are several Hugh Jackson moments where you're sitting there watching going, I can't believe he just said that. Or I can't believe he just acted that way. Or I can't believe da-da-da. Or
Hugh Jackson or Todd
is
Haley?
this guy clueless? No, Hugh Jackson.
Hugh Jackson. Okay.
And then there was the exchange where Todd Haley and his offensive coaches were complaining about the free time that he was given to the players, like letting them off and not playing. Not even letting them suit up and be there.
Jeezel.
You know, even Todd Haley was like, "Hey, well then, can you at least suit them up? Can we at least make them stand? Can we at least make them?" And he's like, "No." And, and then Haley's like, hey, look, we've got a lot of stuff to do. You can't play scared. You can't coach scared. You got blah, 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 blah. And, we've got a lot of things to do. And with them not being there, it's setting us behind. And he was like, well, yeah, I know. I used to sit in your chair, but now I sit here, and I'm the boss, and I'm going to do what I want to do. And you're just sitting there watching. I'm kind of summarizing a little bit. But I remember watching that exact moment and immediately thinking to myself, we're screwed. And sure enough, it did come out to be. I guess a lot of the internal squabbles were kept very good under wraps, which is rare.
Yeah.
But apparently, there was a lot of problems in between the Hugh and the Todd Haley interactions and coachings and leadership and theories and philosophies. And so I guess John Dorsey is like, hey, look, man, get rid of both you guys because you're both being bad.
It's a great job for Todd Haley. Plays 8 games or coaches 8 games, gets paid the rest of his contract.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
How long they sign him for?
I think he was 2 or 3.
Not 2 or 3.
But if another team picks him up, do they still owe him money then?
They owe the difference.
I think they got to pay out whatever it comes down to. He's getting paid.
Yeah, he's getting paid.
He gets paid no matter what.
And if you're Hugh Jackson, who's I think 64 years old or something like that,
he gets Social Security now, right?
I didn't realize he was that old, but okay.
Give or take, he's in.
The Bengals are going to hire Hugh Jackson just so they can get all the insight on the Browns. They got 2 games against them still this season.
That's right.
Oh my God! Supposedly Baker Mayfield, the quarterback, did not like Hugh Jackson.
Well, think about it. Hugh Jackson did not let him take any first-team reps or snaps the entire preseason. What other coaching staff does that to its backup quarterback?
Buffalo. Oh, no, Buffalo did it.
You just throw out. I don't know.
So, I don't know. That was no, seriously. You want your backup quarterback
Correct.
to be ready to step in and go
Correct.
as needed, and it was like he did it intentionally, on purpose.
I was pleasantly surprised. Not pleasantly surprised, I shouldn't say. I was surprised Tyrod Taylor did not get a longer leash. I liked him.
Yeah.
I thought they would have him play at least half the season. Of course, I thought they would play a lot better with him.
Yeah.
If you watch all the games like I have, and you see the QBRs and all that kind of stuff, Tyrod, good guy. I think he came out in Hard Knocks. He came across as a very positive guy, a professional. I mean, even he was telling Hugh what to do. Because he was like, well, I don't get it. I don't understand why they're not moving fast. And now blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you set the tone, man. The team reflects you. And if you're lazy and laid back, that's what your team is going to
Correct.
be. You know, organizations take on the characteristics of their leaders, right? And and Hard Knocks caught it. And Tyrod just looks at him and is like, well, you got them all on camera, right? Show them the film. You know,
And then Tyrod goes, "Why am I holding the playbook? Aren't you supposed to be holding it?
yeah, exactly.
What are you doing?" Just to let you know, Tecmo Bowl, the original, the teams were the Raiders, the Redskins,
Yeah,
Colts,
I know Raiders get Jerry Ball.
49ers, Dolphins, because of Mark Duper,
Yeah,
Dallas Cowboys, Broncos, the Giants, the Seahawks. I forgot about them.
They exist. They've been around since the
Thank you.
70s.
early 70s, late 60s.
The
Yeah, somewhere
Bears,
around there.
the Browns, and the Vikings. No Kansas City in the original.
Oh, okay.
Steve DeBerg and
Steve DeBerg and Christian Okoye. So
And Barry Ward.
So, all right, good. I can game plan against Okoye.
they were in Tecmo Super Bowl. Just to let you know. So there you go. It is out on the Wii U and the Nintendo Switch. The original.
Is Super Bowl out on the Wii U and Nintendo Switch?
I can look that up for you.
Okay.
And when we do score touchdowns, it's going to be mandatory that Baker Mayfield runs toward an offensive lineman, jumps up in his arms, and they hold him up, and he's got to point to the sky like number one.
I like that.
Mandatory.
Mandatory.
What other downs do you have, Blake?
I got a lot of downs to get through this week.
Let's go. Speed mode. Let's go.
All right, first one is Meghan Markle. Why in the fuck is this bitch in my goddamn social news stream every day? Every day I get British royal family welfare stories about what she's wearing. She's pregnant. She got a tattoo.
I don't know why you
pissed off.
I never got any of these stories. You must be clicking on the wrong things.
Every day. No, I don't click on that. I never clicked on
Something
Meghan
you
Markle.
clicked on got them thinking you want to read this stuff.
You would think
Nothing.
YouPorn wouldn't be linked to the British.
Oh, YouPorn might be. That could be it.
Do you watch royalty porn on YouPorn?
I thought that was
Braziers?
incognito.
Brazzers?
No, okay. No, I have no idea why Meghan Markle is in my newsfeed every
pregnant?
day.
Yeah, she is pregnant.
Okay, she's the one that married
she's
Harry, right?
another
Yes,
royal,
she married
another
Harry.
royal welfare baby to shit out, basically. Yes, that British taxpayers have to pay for.
You're not British. You're not paying for it. Who cares?
Yeah, but I'm an Anglophile.
What else you got, Blake?
All right, so anyways, The Lost Boys.
The movie?
Yeah.
Wow, we're really current.
All right, let's be angry at a 28-year-old movie.
I'm not angry at The Lost
Even a
Boys.
30-year-old movie.
Let's
Go
go from Mary Todd jokes to The Lost Boys.
We're moving up in the world.
That's right. The Lost Boys, cult classic. The Two Coreys.
Yes.
The movie that put Kiefer Sutherland on the map.
Flatliners did.
You know, it's a good movie. Mm-hmm. Kind of funny. You know,
is.
I had the family sit down and watch because we wanted a Halloween.
Alex
movie.
Winter's
We watched
other
it.
movie.
It was on.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and it was on.
Was it good?
And everybody bitched at me the entire time.
They didn't like it?
No.
Even your wife didn't like it?
No.
What's wrong with her?
I don't know. They all didn't like the movie. I'm like, and the kids, the girls, of course, are like, you know, post college. We're like, this plot is slow. This plot is like, yes,
It's
'cause you're
vampires!
Yeah, because you're millennials and you don't understand what building suspense is or.
Was your father-in-law over?
No,
Oh, okay. Did he move in with you yet?
no.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just checking.
yeah.
I thought you were switching roles, you know. Hey, you
So
guys can move in.
I did Lost Boys, slightly cheesy.
Okay.
Good.
Still good? Still hold
I
up?
thought it was still good.
Okay. I like it.
Two Coreys and the Frog Brothers.
The mom from Parenthood is in the movie,
Yes.
too.
Diane Wiest.
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
Man, she's hot.
Exactly.
Oh, she's hot.
Yeah, so I got that to deal with, right? And then I got so because I made them watch The Lost Boys, I had to watch that fucking glittering vampire movie.
Twilight?
Oh, God.
Yeah, what's that? Twilight. Except it wasn't. It was
out.
like Twilight number 3 or something.
Your daughter's... Oh, so you were completely lost on the plot, huh?
They had a baby. The baby wasn't vampire, but all the covens were going to come kill him. I didn't understand what the fuck was going on.
I never
They all had special powers. I mean,
I never
where
read
did
the
it come
books.
from?
I did watch the first movie. I didn't see the
I
third
saw the first
movie.
one.
But I
Yeah.
heard something about like the baby ages so much quicker, and then like after like 10 minutes, the baby's like a teenager.
I didn't get to the teenager part because I deliberately got up and said I had to go to bed.
She like delivers the baby in like the third movie, and then the fourth movie, the baby's like marrying Jacob. Because you know how there's Edward
Wolf
Jacob,
Boy?
Wolf Boy. I think the baby hooks up with Wolf Boy.
Isn't
because
that a little awkward?
it's
Because he was, like,
incredibly
trying to get
fucking
with the
awkward.
mom.
Exactly.
And all these vampires have special abilities, like fucking Marvel superheroes,
Like
mutants,
glistening.
You know?
They glisten like Neo from Dark Angels.
Yeah.
So my question is,
So I had to suffer
your
through
daughters thought Twilight 3 was better.
that. Oh my God! When they
Yeah,
were
the Lost
younger, they were all in the whole Team Edward, whatever bullshit.
Let me ask you this, Jeff. I think that's the first time anyone ever said, I don't follow a Stephanie Meyer's plot.
Yeah.
She's not good a writer.
No, she is not.
What else you got, Blake? Got downs?
The last one, Walking Dead.
I did not watch this week.
Ah, Jesus Christ!
Can I skip this week and just go to next week? Because he dies next week, Rick.
It was good up until a certain point. Actually, it was good up until like the last couple minutes of the damn show because, and it was kind of funny because they did have The Walking Dead was in my news feed. You know,
Next to Meghan Markle.
hey, vote how you think Rick is
Leaving?
All right, listen. He gets on a horse. The zombie horde coming around.
The
Never mind
zombie horse?
2 zombie hordes are coming around. Well, actually,
those
no,
aren't in
one.
Red Dead.
And he finds a second zombie horde. The horse freaks out.
Horde.
It kicks him. Yeah, not zombie whores.
He dies of syphilis from the zombie whore. He was taking a bath.
Yeah, exactly. That's how The
and the
Walking
zombie
Dead
whore
ends.
comes in.
No, the horse freaks out, jumps up. Oh, never mind the fact that there was a shootout at the camp where the
Savior.
saviors were moving in to try and take the guns against the sanctuary folk. And never mind the fact that, they're in the hole and they got to get back and the zombie horde's there. And Rick's like, I got to save I got to mislead the zombie horde away. I'm like,
It still sounds like you're saying whore.
whore.
You
gotta-
get better.
Well, there's a whole bunch of whores. Following him
whores
on
come
a
to
horse.
town.
He was riding a whore, a white whore.
Named Silver. Anyway, so...
Gave hand jobs in the bath. I don't know what's going on. No.
I wish
So
it was name
anyways,
our
he comes
iTunes
around-
title this week.
Comes
Hand
around
jobs in the
bath.
So you come around the corner and
That's our secret subtitle.
Yeah. Lo and behold, there's another zombie horde at the crossroads.
Horde.
Horde. And the horse, spoiler alert, the horse freaks out, kicks Rick up. Rick lands on concrete, and there's a rebar through his gut.
What?
Yes. And he's sitting there going, and he looks one way, he looks the other way, the zombie hordes are coming. And he's like, and then he like passes out, and the camera pulls back up, and you see the 2 zombie hordes, walking to converge on Rick.
They released
And,
pictures this week.
I'm like, Jesus crikey, this is the way he's going to go out?
They released pictures this week.
Was it Destiny and Cherry?
But I think,
2
hold
zombie
on.
whores?
Yeah, hold on. But I think it's a ruse because, that's never actually the cliffhanger. That's never how the cliffhanger plays out. Just before that scene, it shows, what's her name? Maggie. They see some headless zombies and Rick's axe, and she's on her way to go whack Negan. But she sees what's going on there, and she realizes, oh, I know that axe. And she sprints off. And so my guess is that they do. So anyways, that's all the last you see of her and her bodyguard from the sanctuary. And so she goes, right, in the scenes from the next episode. And normally I don't watch them because I don't want to know what's coming. But I did this time. I'm like, all right, it's Rick's last scene. And they go through a whole thing, and it looks like nothing but it's going to be probably like 56 minutes of Rick dying and going through his memories and nightmare of his death, of what he was trying to achieve and everybody else, and the possible realities of what could have been, blah, 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 blah. But I really think Maggie's going to save him. They're going to save him from the zombie hordes, and he's still going to die anyways, and then she probably won't go kill Negan. But that's my guess.
I'm going to say that he's going to survive, He's going to tell Maggie that he's leaving and she's in charge. But under one condition, you can't kill Negan. That's what my guess is.
No.
And then she goes, okay, and kills Negan anyway.
And then kills Rick. That's what I would do in Red Dead.
Yeah, well, I'm sure the zombie version expansion will come out. You can
Oh, yeah.
play your own.
Come here, Rick.
Yeah.
The AMC is milking this for all it's got. Unfortunately, the ratings are still falling. And AMC sent out like tons of promo pictures today. And it's him on a horse with a bleeding side of his stomach.
He's going to go through his death dream sequence.
It's going to be a longer death than Carl. Carl!
So they're going to, get rid of the main character from the first however many 7 seasons? 8 seasons by having him fall on a piece of rebar.
Yeah.
It's a great way to go out.
That's why in the Walking Dead social post it said, "Oh, is Rick going to survive, or does he die the zombie, or is, what do you do?" And I commented, "Hire new writers."
You know how he should go out? Like Red Dead. A guy's changing a horseshoe and gets kicked.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, they might as well have done that too.
Have you seen that scene, Jeff?
No.
Okay, so I'm right on. This is all on social media too. On Twitter, it's going apeshit. And not to
This
get back to Red
is
Dead.
in the storyline?
This is in the game. Just something you see. It's not in the story.
But it's something that everyone will see in their game?
I don't know.
Or
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm riding along this path and I see a guy to the side and he's changing his horse's the horseshoe.
Yeah.
The back shoe. And next thing you know, I look over and the horse kicks him and kills him and runs off. And I'm like, oh my God, did that just happen? And I was like, oh my God. So I go on Twitter, like, did anyone else, look and see?
Yeah.
And it's throughout different areas in the world that a guy gets killed by that. And I was like, well, I guess I'll go loot him now. But it was just a fun small little segment of like this craziness that has nothing to do with the story. It's just in the background. This guy just gets kicked. Sorry. That's how Rick should go out. The horse kills him.
Well, pretty much.
I have no problem with that.
I think pretty much that is how it is.
I think he should be killed by horse.
do you care, though, anymore about Rick dying?
Well, this was his last season, and every episode he's been talking about his utopia and gotta make a better world.
Yeah.
And it's like every life matters, and he's just like,
Did you
okay,
just become Matthew McConaughey?
no,
Okay.
and time's a flat circle. No. So I'm driving my Buick.
Driving my horse.
I mean, no, but seriously, it's like he's dying. Every episode is we gotta try, gotta make this world matter, gotta make this world for the living. Every life matters. I'm like, you know what? In order to satiate everybody, you wanted to make it real. You probably should have put Negan and his head killer enforcers on trial, and then execute them like Nuremberg or something like that.
Correct.
And then you wouldn't have this problem that you just created.
My issue is that I think I might just watch the last 5 minutes of next week's episode. Then I can see Rick die, and then we can move on. It's kind of like that. I fast forward a lot of the Carl episode.
Well, is next week a 2-hour episode?
Oh, dear God, I hope not.
Because if it is, it's going to be like 115 minutes.
Okay, I'll fast forward an hour, 110 minutes.
Rick's death dream sequencing.
Oh, my God. Shane's back, and so is Lori. They stopped by.
There you go.
And Herschel.
Oh, God.
So, can't wait for that.
Oh, for his dream, I'm like, aren't these people dead?
Well, Herschel's dead in real life, so yes. Sorry, was that too current of a joke? Hold on. Okay, so let's do some listener feedback.
All right, now it's time for our bomb listener feedback. Last week we put out advertisements. You can sponsor listener feedback for bribes. And we have plenty of takers this week.
Yeah, all you have to do is send us a message at Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter.
And money.
Yes, and prizes. Or free stuff. Or let us know at the History of Bad Ideas on Facebook. And just let us know. Also on nerdly.co.uk, just for you British listeners. My Black Lightning review is out this week.
And remember the conversion rate from pounds to dollars.
Pez to dollars.
I mean, Pez.
Because we're running low on our British Pez.
There you go. All right.
Jeff was hungry.
This week's
Nothing?
listener feedback is brought to you by Source Point Press. It's $100. Thank you.
Yeah.
First one is from Doug.
Number one fan.
Can't give yourself a nickname.
I wanted to be called the Hammer. You know why I couldn't?
Can't give yourself a nickname.
8 pants.
Formerly known as
7.
He says a live-action version of Lilo and Stitch is being made.
Lilo.
Lilo.
Wow, Jason
Lilo.
got to correct Blake on his pronunciation.
Oh, shit! The world is a turning!
I said Layla.
Yeah, it's from Collider.
It's Lilo.
Layla.
Layla.
Her name was Layla. She was a showgirl.
That's Lola.
It's Lola.
She gave me a hand job in a bathtub.
You notice I picked the classic Layla
Lola.
No, I didn't.
compared to his
Lilo.
Lola.
Lola's better than Layla.
Lola?
Well, anyways, Lilo. And Stitch is being made. Are you excited?
No.
No.
Lilo and Stitch is one of my favorite Disney movies, and I do not want it to be remade. It is so good because it's so different than anything else. Not only does the mom die in it, the father does too.
Yeah. These live action versions are getting ridiculous. I mean, they're not. They're just doing like almost shot for shot remakes. Mm-hmm. I mean, that never turns out good.
My 4-year-old daughter is obsessed with Beauty and the Beast, the live action version.
Terrible.
It's not terrible. It's just I've seen it before in 1990. It's called Beauty and the Beast, the animated version.
Well, it wasn't 100% the same thing. Any changes they made were just terrible.
They added 2 songs, I think.
Yeah, probably.
But Josh Gad was gay in it. Oh my god.
I love how they keep saying he was openly gay. I'm like, no, he was actually very closeted because, or he didn't even know he was gay. He just decided he liked dancing with a guy at the very end.
And he mentioned one comment with Gaston, like the way he looks at him. And then later, at the end, okay, so I've probably seen bits and pieces of it like 1,000 times because my daughter loves it. And it took me like last week when she was watching, it was the very end, when Josh Gad turns to dance with another guy. And I looked at my wife, I was like, is that what they were talking about? And she's like, have you never noticed? I was like, no.
No, that's why it was banned in Russia.
And in Georgia, the Georgia theater, remember? Alabama? Yeah. Bestiality's okay with the beast. But we're not doing gay. Way to take a stand.
Okay.
Down the hall. Sweet
well,
justice.
bestiality isn't a choice.
All right.
For the animal, anyway.
Says the man who goes to furry conventions.
Me too.
Willfully.
Go to. Moving on.
All right.
So
Did I answer
now.
your question?
Speaking of bestiality,
Yes.
this portion of listener feedback comes from Odd Dad Out. $100, thank you. From Bob. Will Chris Pine movie Outlaw King be the A, worst movie ever, or B, one of the worst movies ever?
I have no idea what this is.
I
Anyone know?
don't know what it is, but my guess will be B.
Outlaw King.
Because I don't think it'll be worse than Manos Hands of Fate.
2 hours and 17 minutes. It's all about Robert the Bruce.
Oh, okay.
The battles are more brutal than Game of Thrones, according to Nerdist. And it's new on Netflix. Oh, wait, is it?
It's Netflix?
I don't know. So 50% Rotten Tomatoes. Here he goes. After being crowned King of Scotland, legendary warrior Robert the Bruce, a.k.a. Bruce, is forced into exile by the English and leads a band of outlaws to help him reclaim the throne.
Sounds like Robin Hood, Scottish style. Except he's Scottish.
I'll be doing the Robin Hood review on nerdly.co.uk in a couple weeks.
Well, they actually want an American's opinion on the English folk
I think that
hero?
will make sense.
He's a cheeky monkey.
Speaking of Mystery Science Theater, you said Manos. Apans and I went to the Mystery Science Theater live show.
That's right. How was that?
A lot better than I thought.
Oh,
Because I love Mystery Science Theater, don't get me wrong. It's hit or miss on some of the episodes based on the movie and just how, like anything. Unlike our podcast, which is always a hit. Sometimes there's misses. And I was a little worried. Jonah Ray was there. Mm-hmm. Jonah Heston. Crow and Tom Servo. And they had Joel Hodgson come back. And that was really fun to see. and they kept it interactive. They kept it moving pretty good. And it was funny because Joel Hodgson completely screwed up a part of the thing that he's like, oh shoot, did I go off script? Did I do the script part too early? And then they're like, script? What's that? And then later on, he says the same line again. Everyone's like, yay! He's like, I figured it out. But Ape Hands and I were really enjoyed it. We thought it was a lot better. There was a 20-minute intermission. And I was like, that was kind of odd.
They have the big sweeping organ music when you go to intermission.
Yes. And it was kind of funny because, Patton Oswalt's character and the other one, Felicia Day, they were like, well, let's go see what they're talking about. Waiting. Oh, well, I guess nobody could afford them today. So they had another person from the show on there and that. But it was very fun.
I thought they would just do like a recorded bit or something.
They had the clone on there who's from the show.
The clone?
Yeah, and I can't from the Netflix version. So she was part of the hosting of that. But it was very well done. I enjoyed it a lot. And it was very well done. I would definitely go see it again.
Excellent.
So here's my quick review.
No, that's good. That Jason Tangent was brought to you by the Tangent Bound Network. $100. Thank you very much. All right, next we got from the Pop Culture
I'm sorry,
Podcast.
I hope that answered Bob's question.
Yes, it did. Yes,
Who
Bob
now
Barker.
owes us $100.
Yes. If you ask a question.
I said, who's your favorite comic strip of all time? Mine is The Far Side.
Pittsburgh
And then
Nerd.
from Pittsburgh Nerd, now owes us $100. Said, Calvin and Hobbes, never a better strip in my opinion.
So for the millennials out there, comic strip was a cartoon, 3 panels usually, sometimes 1,
A static,
Sometimes 4.
static media format.
Yes.
It did not move.
in a newspaper.
You had to put your own voices in your head.
It was in a newspaper. For the millennials, a newspaper is a piece of paper that had the news on it.
And then it was
It was
like
delivered to your house every morning.
it was like 2 foot by 3 foot.
Yes. And it was the up-to-date, most current news from yesterday. So it was really good. But yes, your comic strip. What was your favorite, Jeff? I think we've done this before, but...
We have, but Bloom County was my favorite.
Old Bloom County.
Yeah.
Yes, I actually wrote that down. Old Bloom County.
Is
I
the
do
new one
like. I do.
good?
Yeah,
It's
just,
okay.
eh,
You know, when you get older, you kind of lose your edge. Mm-hmm. Kind of like the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
They were edgier back then, and then they started making the same song over and over again. That's what happens when you get
like AC/DC?
Older.
Oh, wait, they started making the same song over and over again with song 2.
Yeah.
You shook me all night long! Oh, yay.
You know, I just heard Big Balls on the way here.
Oh, so you heard every one of their songs.
And
That's actually the one that stands out from all the other ones.
you know, the whole double entendre. You know, dance balls or balls.
Oh, now I get it.
I never thought about that.
That's why she has big balls.
I don't get it.
Well, yeah, because she's hosting a lot of people into her ballroom.
Correct.
Yeah. I got that part. I didn't get the other part.
I don't get it.
You don't.
My favorite ones are Calvin and Hobbes.
That's a good one. Yes.
Far Side is up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Both
Calvin
of
on the
those
Far
are
Side are
good.
definitely up there.
I was thinking
those are
about this
good.
one today. I'm not sure which one would be my favorite, Far Side or Calvin and Hobbes. And Foxtrot is up there too. I love
And
Foxtrot.
Ziggy.
Foxtrot's
You loved
okay.
Ziggy.
Ziggy.
I don't get it.
Foxtrot is not as good since they just went to a Sunday only. That was. I don't blame the guy,
Oh, yeah.
but
What about Dilbert?
nah, I feel like that was hit or miss.
Actually, Sam Adams. Is it Sam Adams?
No,
Dilbert?
it
What's
is
his name,
Adams. It's Scott Adams.
Scott Adams, yeah. Actually, he's a very interesting cat if you listen to him speak.
He has some very interesting ideas. Or,
Yeah, and views. Yeah. He's interesting. That's a bit. But what about Pearls Before Swine?
I was just about to say that.
Hey!
The best current one right now is Pearls Before
I always
Swine.
appreciate when you put them up on your Facebook, Jeff, because
Yeah.
I enjoy them.
If they make me laugh, then I'll share it for
do
the
like that
world
one.
to, or at least people who know me on Facebook to see it too.
Apartment 3G?
Mary Worth.
Mary Worth, she was hot. I would take a bath with her.
What the hell was that stupid doctor one?
Rex Morgan, MD.
Yeah, it was like General Hospital for the
No
comics.
Kathy.
Brother Juniper.
I don't remember that one. Listen, Honey was the worst.
Oh yeah, listen, honey.
And growing up, I
No,
was
the dinette set was the worst.
Hager,
Yeah.
the horrible.
He was horrible.
Isn't there a, when you're younger, you don't think about it, but as older, reading those handicaps now,
Yeah.
what a pretty sexist, misogynistic,
Yes.
woman beater that guy was.
Yes.
Holy shit.
The Family
Made
Circle.
that pass for entertainment for kids.
Family Circle. I was rooting for the serial killer to show up.
Not me.
I hated that show. Why?
Not me.
Oh God. Yeah. Sorry.
I'm like, I'm gonna see. Does he know the running joke?
Yes. Who was that? Petey or what's that kid's name? in it?
PJ.
PJ.
Oh, every
my-
kid said not me.
Oh
Not
my
me.
God.
Not me was the ghost that lived in the house.
Yeah, not me.
Oh, I forgot about the ghost.
Yeah,
Who
who did
broke
that?
that? Not
Not
me.
me.
There's the ghost.
That's right.
Mother Goose and Grimm. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, it was all right.
Was that national?
Yeah.
Was it national?
Sure.
How about Garfield? He loves lasagna.
Hates Mondays.
Oh, and Odie. Oh my God.
Normal. Now there's a funny cat.
Oh, normal. And will John ever get with Betty or Betsy or whatever that girl?
Liz?
Liz.
No, he actually, near the end, he actually got a date, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think he did at some
Yeah,
point.
at some point,
They
he
hooked him
jumped
up
the
in the
shark.
movie.
Jumped the shark.
Played by. Who was Liz played by?
Jennifer Love
Hewitt.
Huge Tits.
Yes.
Ooh.
And
Jennifer Love Me Hewitt.
John Arbuckle was played by Breckenmeyer. Yes.
And Garfield was voiced by.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Yeah. I like this. I'm trying to think if there's any other horrible one. Listen, Honey was probably
Horrible. There's a lot of horrible ones.
Listen, Honey probably was my least favorite of them all. Just
so-
because I just saw squiggly lines. It was so
Well,
annoying.
I'll say the dinette set, and if you guys hadn't heard or read the dinette set, consider yourself lucky. It was somebody's terrible take on what they think, an average home life would be for a bunch of imbeciles because everything they say was stupid.
Yeah, I unfortunately know what you're talking about.
I just remember the pictures.
Yeah, and it was terrible.
Terrible.
I just remember one time, it was at the time it was my sister's husband. After sitting there complaining about how stupid that strip was, they came over for whatever holiday or whatever, and he was talking about how funny it was. I'm like, what? Oh, then that's it. It's like one of the funniest. I'm like, what? They soon after got divorced. I think it was probably because of that.
Why'd you get divorced? Spite.
Well, that happens a lot in divorce.
The dinette set was still around today. I think they'd be Trump supporters.
Down the hall. Down the hall. What about Peanuts? Anybody like Peanuts?
I liked
as a
Peanuts
kid,
for what
I
it
loved
was,
Peanuts.
but
I still do.
I actually saw a very funny meme today. Lucy and Charlie Brown are in the same frame together, and Lucy says, "Charlie Brown, what makes the world go round?" And Charlie Brown says, "Fat bottom girls."
that's a good one. No, I did like the older Peanuts ones, but the stuff from like the 80s wasn't as
It's
good.
not sharp.
Yeah.
No, I like the older ones from like the 50s.
50s, yeah.
It's a very good
60s.
comfort, though. It's like a comfort food.
It is. It's the comfort food of comics.
Yeah, I always read it because I always loved Charlie Brown. So
And who doesn't like Snoopy?
I hate it when he was the Red Baron, going against Red Baron. Ugh.
And what do you got against Germans?
Nothing, but he always made fun of their pizza. The pizza wasn't bad.
No, I agree. Like those Sunday strips when it was always the full thing was just like kind of boring and not funny when it was Snoopy crossing the lines and you're like, okay, let's get to the punchline because I'm tired of reading this.
It's 8 panels and I'm already tired.
Well, they were long panels.
Long
There was at
panels.
least 30 words in all of it.
In each panel. No, they actually wrote books in those.
did. Where's Kathy?
Yeah. Nothing like taking an entire panel. That's funny.
It's funny, haha.
Where's Ziggy? I don't get it.
Oh, fucking Ziggy. What else we got?
The next listener feedback is sponsored by Randall Holt. $100. Thank you.
Yeah.
He sponsored his own question. It says, change.org has a petition to move Hollywood to the sad
Halloween.
Halloween.
Time out. Are you suffering from a stroke this week?
Are you suffering from burgeritis this week?
Better question. Where's Black?
don't know.
He might be better.
I don't know.
Halloween.
Change.org has a petition to move Halloween to Saturday after. What are your thoughts? I vote no.
Fuck that shit.
So Saturday after or before?
It doesn't matter. Whichever
The day
one.
of.
Yeah, how about the day of? Yeah, no. Fuck that shit. For one,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, fuck Change.org. Who do these
what's-
fuckers think they are?
well, the
Telling us
simple
what to
question on it
do.
is signing this petition will get nothing done because Halloween isn't like an official holiday.
Halloween's not going to float every year? Jesus
I mean-
crikey.
There's a lot of issues because we're supposed to get a lot of rain tomorrow.
Yeah, well,
So?
every city is allowed to pass their own
I did
ordinances.
Halloween in the snow,
and
damn
whatnot.
it.
Well, that's
In
the
a
thing.
plastic Spider-Man costume that you couldn't breathe out of. The cheap plastic mask with a rubber band that was tearing out my hair.
Well, it made it warm for you, though.
No.
Kept the heat in.
Because if it
sweaty.
perspired, then it would freeze. And the mask would stick to your face.
Well, last year, okay, so my subdivision is having issues because half the people were like, "Can we move it to Friday?" It's like, okay, you did
No.
this 2 days before.
No, I
And
got
they're
plans
like-
on Friday.
Yeah, and that's what people were like, no. And then other people were like, well, it's going to rain. And they're like,
Walk in the rain.
get over it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no guarantee that Halloween is going to be beautiful. No.
If you want it to
Halloween
be-
is Halloween. If you want to participate in it, do. If you don't, don't.
Actually, you won it on Wednesday, so you can go get drunk and fuck the slutty chick that's at the party Friday night.
Yeah.
I mean, I never did that, but, you know.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you had to stay home to pass out candy to kids and not go to the costume party that's on the weekend because some stupid Change.org petition said I have to pass out candy on Saturday instead of fucking going to a party and getting drunk.
And having sex.
I'll be honest, I've never seen Jeff get this upset about something. And I
Exactly.
never thought Halloween would be the thing he would get
It's
upset.
politics that get me excited. The politics of this petition.
Well, Dev's got some stuff for you then. Hold on.
That's boring politics.
This is a new segment. Get ready. It's a new segment. It's the fake news with Dev the Psy Guy.
Paid for by a shot of history. $100. I know.
These are for Blake.
And when will Blake finally admit his love for Trump and leave the show? How dare you, sir? How dare you?
if he has love for Trump, does that make him have to leave the show?
No, because he has love for Hillary Clinton, too. He hasn't left the show.
I love to hate both the Democrats and the Republicans.
There you go.
So both parties suck right now.
But you love the Jedi Party.
That's more of a religion than a...
The Sith got
Political party.
the Sith got poverty level down to 0 on Alderaan. That's all I'm saying.
That's right.
They made results.
Unemployment went away.
It did.
Although they did favor, well, I was about to make a bad abortion joke and killing children.
Killing younglings?
Well, what else does Sith say?
This is the last time we're doing this.
Send your complaints to Blake at Graphic Novice.
Black. Send them to Black.
I don't know what to say about this.
A poll. It's brought to you by the Democratic National Committee. Paid me $100.
Oh, no, they're about 12,000.
A poll cited in How Democracies Die, a work of fiction, said that a majority of Republicans would support a Trump-mandated hold on the 2020 elections because of his insistence of voter fraud. Does the Republican Party use this data to set in motion the establishment for autocracy? May I remind you, back in 2016, when the Democrats were in power and Obama was president, the Republicans were using, hey, Obama's not going to allow elections. He's going to seize power. He's going to become a dictator. Now that the tables are turned and now there's a Republican in charge with Trump in 2020, now it's the Democrats going, oh my God, he's not going to allow elections. He's going to become a dictator and stay in power.
Except he can't.
You know, I hate these fucking fear tactics that both extremists in both parties are using.
Better
They're
question.
fucking idiots.
Do you really think Trump wants to be a president for another 12 years or whatever? Fuck
Yes.
no, he doesn't. I don't think he does.
Yes, he does. The guy's an ego.
Okay, better question.
Well,
Do you
hold
think
on.
Melania
The
wants to be...
supreme leader.
No, Melania doesn't want to be there now.
No, she doesn't.
She didn't want to be there when he won. You remember that
Yes.
photo I was talking about?
Yes.
She was looking like, I didn't sign up for this shit.
Oh, I thought we were just going to go shopping my whole marriage. I gotta do
I mean,
something.
the guy's a narcissist. I mean, why wouldn't he try?
Time
he
out.
wouldn't try that.
Any
but,
politician is a narcissist. Let's be real.
I'll agree with that, but I'll also agree Trump is the next level than most politicians.
I don't
And
think-
maybe because he's had practice since he was spoiled his entire life, that he's got more practice at being a narcissist and just, getting away with whatever
Again,
he wants and grabbing whatever body
I don't
part he
blame the
wants.
Republicans. Democrats had one job to do.
One
Put
job.
up somebody that people would vote for.
Wasn't even a tough job.
Likable.
No.
Somebody likable. That's all he had to do.
Not even likable, just, I guess they're better than Trump.
Somebody not hateable.
Congratulations,
Exactly.
Republicans.
It's the Democrats' fault.
Although, now granted, no one expected Trump to actually pull that shit out.
No.
They thought they had to put up somebody who was better than...
That's ironic, because if there's one thing Trump's good at, it's pulling out.
Hey, did we?
No, he's got about 6 kids. He's not that good at it.
Oh, that's true.
Did we just go down the hall?
Damn it. Damn you, Deb.
There's moving sidewalks in here. What's going on?
It is funny though how...
This segment brought to you by Amy.
She only owes us $77. Anyways, moving on. So the funny thing is, though, 4 years ago, the Republicans were calling out the Democrats and all this shit. And now the Democrats are calling out the Republicans and all this shit.
Confirmation
every
bias is a great world to live in, isn't it?
Democrats are like, you're full of shit. We would never do that.
Every time the power shifts, they bitch and complain
Yeah.
about it. Like
Oh, you're-
executive orders. Oh my God, you should never use executive orders. And when they leave, and then your party comes in and executive order up the waz, and other parties like, I can't believe you're using executive orders. And like, well, you did it, and well, you complained about it, so it's just as bad when you do it. And then they switch again, and the roles reverse.
And then Ghostbusters is all females. I don't
See what
get it.
happens? And then the Jacksonville Jaguars make it to the AFC Championship game. This is what happens.
And Blake Bortles gets a contract.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with us? Not us.
Great segment, Dev.
What the fuck's wrong with Bortles?
Is that what you wanted, Dav? You happy now, Dav?
This is how democracy dies, Dev. Not with the loud thunderous boom, but with applause.
Yeah.
Jar Jar Binks. I give our power to the Sith leader. I don't think we should give it to the Sith.
The Sith leader? What? Did I miss something?
The Sith leader? I think that's a bad time. No, we should do it. Mr. Honey, let's do the Sith leader. I think it's in the title that Sith is not a good thing. No, let's do it.
I was too busy applauding to know what he said anyway.
Well, he said it 3 times. It's like Candyman. Change the word.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Palpatine's in charge.
Did you see that nice news story about the child with cerebral palsy and his parents dressed him up as Beetlejuice, like when they have him on the couch and he's waiting for hell?
No.
And the witch doctor's to the left and the shrunken head guy's to the right. Mm-hmm. I'm just waiting for the faux outrage to come out in regards to the witch doctor and the shrunken head people complaining about.
This is a very down the hall podcast.
Because witch
Stereotypes.
doctors and shrunken head people aren't allowed to die either?
Well, there's all kinds of things.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Okay.
Anyways, all right. So this next one's brought to
Time out.
hey.
That segment was about as bad as Boardroom. Fuck you.
I think it was
love
better
you,
than
Jeff.
boardroom.
It was.
That was brought to you by The Apprentice. I mean, shit, I don't want to get sued.
The intern.
Fuck that.
Shit. No, that we can get sued from that too.
All right, so the next one is brought to you by Intern Hackney. Yeah, intern's going to pay me $100.
Woohoo!
But the life experience you have on the show is priceless.
Sure. Intern Hackney says, "Can we please talk about how incredible Becky and Charlotte was last night at WWE Evolution?"
No, we can't.
WWE had their first ever women's pay-per-view.
No, we can't. He asked if we can, and the answer is we can't.
Evolution,
Move on.
evolution. It's like Candyman. Change the
All right,
code.
here we go.
It was amazing, Hackney. I loved it. Great match. Last man standing. Last woman standing. Great.
That segment was brought to you by Censorship. All right, next we have Sean at Pittsburgh Nerd. Brought to you by the Jock and Nerd. With the success of Halloween, what horror franchise would you like to see get a soft reboot?
Candyman.
This will be my answer to the next question, too. None. Just come up with an original idea.
Well, you don't want Jason versus whatever Scream
How many times
guy
have they rebooted
10.
Jason? Didn't they do
Friday
that like
the
5 years
13th.
ago?
Well, what's considered they rebooted it once,
And then they
but
took
they
him to
did
space.
well, they did sequel. Well, that was a sequel
Yeah.
to
Jason 10 X.
Jason X was like
Yeah.
the ninth sequel to the original movie.
Jason
It wasn't a
versus
reboot.
Michael.
Yeah, but
Freddy
after
versus Michael.
Yeah, but after Jason X, they did do a reboot.
Freddy versus-
Yeah, they did.
Freddy.
They did one,
That was it.
and then they did a
Scream.
sequel to that reboot.
Did they? Okay.
Scream.
And
Texas
then they
Chainsaw, Texas
rebooted
Chainsaw.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
And had
Chainsaw.
Jackie Earl Haley play.
That didn't
Freddy
work out too
Krueger.
well.
No, that didn't turn out.
Brothel.
They rebooted
Hostel
Halloween
again.
with, well, this is more of a sequel than a reboot, but they rebooted it with Rob Zombie directing it.
Oh yeah, that was awful.
And then what else did they?
Okay, you know the Blob. Oh no, not the
Yeah.
Blob. The Fog. Remember they rebooted the Fog?
Oh my god, that was yeah.
The Thing. They rebooted The Thing.
Oh, I forgot about
Or
that.
they remade it. I
Yeah.
don't know if it's called a reboot. If it's not
Okay,
a
you know what I
series.
want them to remake? Demon Knight. Tales from the Crypt.
I don't want them to remake anything. I just want them to come up with new ideas.
They did. Ghostbusters, all women.
Yeah, new ideas.
Pirates of the Caribbean 6.
Yes. I'll give them credit for the first Pirates of the Caribbean. That was a new idea.
That was great.
15 years ago.
All that movie talk was brought to you by 365 Flicks, who now owes us $170 because that's like 100 pounds.
Whenever you need a new podcast episode every 3 weeks.
Next, we have from Kevin at Cincy Explorer.
Hello, Kevin. Good day, mate.
His question is brought to you by Genie and people who drink shitty IPAs. Says, which brewery makes the best IPA?
Brewery?
Brewery. Makes the best IPA. You have to be honest. We cannot say none of them do, or no IPAs are good, or anything along those lines.
I'm going with New Holland. Oh, no. You guys can fuck up.
Damn it, Jason, you're supposed to be quiet. And then we move on to the next.
It's listener feedback time. Since we're not allowed to say those, that's our answer.
Yeah.
New Holland, Mad Hatter. Really good.
Listener review is brought to you by Nerdy Bitches. Pam Morris.
Sister Pam.
I am slightly disappointed in the new Halloween.
Next.
It wasn't bad. I love how much it felt like the feel of the original, but this should have been longer, and there should have been more killing.
I'll agree with that.
I love badass Jamie Lee Curtis. Was not scary.
All right. I heard. Oh, this might be spoilers. Should I not say anything?
Spoilers.
Okay. I heard that they kind of led you to believe that the reason
Michael Myers.
I'm sorry. The reason Michael Myers got free was that Jamie Lee Curtis's character might have caused the accident.
No.
No, I heard that she said something about she would like him to escape so she could kill him.
That was her.
And then the next thing that happens is he's escaped.
No, you got it in the wrong order. He escaped, and then she tells the sheriff, I've dreamed about him escaping so I could kill him.
Yeah, okay. But she dreamed it, so she caused it to happen.
It's not Friday the 13th.
She willed it into existence.
And then the sheriff.
And then 48 people die, so she can get her revenge.
The best is the sheriff
This is
goes.
horrible.
The sheriff goes, that's a fucking stupid idea. To her.
Was that the sheriff who turned evil and tried to stab people at the end? So,
That's the doctor.
oh, it was the doctor, not the sheriff. Oh, the sheriff was the one that got stabbed by the doctor.
Yes.
I didn't even see the movie, but I already had someone explain it to me because I have no desire to see it.
You know, I did see. What's the guy that played the original Doctor in Halloween?
Dr. Loomis?
Yeah,
Pleasance?
Yeah, Donald Pleasance. I did this week also see Count Dracula, the 1970 vampire movie with Frank Langella.
Yeah.
Man, that was bad.
He chews some scenery, doesn't he?
God, that was
I
horrible.
remember that movie.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, that's worse than having watched the damn glittering vampires in the baby.
Oh, I don't know
Worse
about
than
that.
that?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. No, it wasn't.
No.
Because at least I could watch it in context.
Yes. And you didn't have Kristen Stewart looking at you with her dead eyes.
In horrible acting.
Yes.
In dead acting.
Dead acting.
Undead acting. All right, this last one is brought to you by Doug, who owes me $100. Professor number one and Doctor number one, are you excited for the Tom and Jerry live-action movie?
I think see answer Lilo and Stitch.
As long as it has all the horrible stereotypes people get upset about these days.
Well, my biggest question of Tom and Jerry live action, so it's going to be a real cat and a real mouse.
I actually hope it's a cat and a mouse, real actors dressed up as it. Like French Stewart could be the cat.
Okay. Kind of like
Actually, it
the
takes
Wilfred
place.
show,
Actually, yes.
TV show where
It
he
takes
was
place at a Furby convention.
Oh, a Furby convention?
Yeah, Furby convention.
Eyes moving around.
speaking gibberish, and recording stuff for the government.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but anyways, hold on a second. Gotham Lights. Hysteria 51. Almora's Two Timos Paradise. $100 each, thank you.
We did have a late question from intern Hackney. Jason, your impressions are amazing. It is a stroke of genius. Thank you, Hackney.
I think Jason just lied to us.
That was brought to you by Jason. It was me $100, bitch.
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
Sponsored by co-hosts that after 200 episodes don't know when we record.
I needed Pez.
News of the Geek! Cinema Blend, got that one right, reports that according to production designer Neil Lamont, Lucasfilm has canceled plans for a Star Wars spin-off set on Luke Skywalker's home planet of Tatooine. I don't like sand. It's horny.
It's horny?
It's dirty. And it gets in your crevices.
Coarse. He said it was coarse.
It gets in your crevices. And I do declare I don't like it.
Actually, I did read about this. The original pilot was called Cantina, where everybody doesn't like you.
Did it star Lola?
This is like the opposite of Cheers.
Yes.
Somebody walks in, get the fuck out.
We don't like your kind.
That's why I didn't get beyond the pilot. They killed all the customers.
He said, we were just starting out, or quote, we were just starting our work on another Star Wars spinoff, and yeah, we were actually just making our mark on Tatooine. Sounds personal. Which will have been interesting in some other new galaxies. So hopefully if that comes back, we'll get the chance to be able to do that further. You know what? That was the most vague response ever. You know what? Neil Lamont, fuck you. It's unknown what the film would be about, but it's possible it was the often rumored solo film featuring Obi-Wan Kenobi, who stayed on the planet during his exile in between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. I want an Obi-Wan Kenobi, but I want it to be like Farmville. He's just there by himself. No one else stars in it. Maybe a bantha comes by and he, rides it.
Kills a Tusken Raider.
Yeah, here and there. But
Just
not so
one.
many. Yeah, just one.
In his 18 years of hiding on Tatooine, he kills one.
And it comes to find out that he has like Jawa porn. That's not good. It comes to find out that he is a creepy asshole.
You just show him studying the Sand People so he realizes that they walk single file. That's the highlight of them. Single file! It makes sense now!
He made he made puppets out of all his old friends. Anakin, Yoda, Mace Windu. He puts on puppet shows. That's all I want. I just want to see it.
I can come back in ghost form!
Obi-Wan, please don't make me into a puppet. That was my Qui-Gon.
Oh, it was?
Puppet I am! Where's Jim? We need a Yoda. Let's see. Deadline reports that Brandon Fraser, yes, he's alive, has been cast as Cliff Steele, a.k.a. Robot Man, in the upcoming live-action DC Universe series Doom Patrol. The series will be produced by Greg Berlanti and Warner Brothers TV. Steele is a former race car driver that suffers an accident that leaves his body unable to be used, a.k.a. Cyborg. His brain is saved by Dr. Niles, Calder of Fraser Frame, and placed in a robotic body. Niles Fraser will provide the voice and appear in Steel in flashbacks. Riley Shanahan will play Robot Man in the physical form using a full body costume. Jeff just got it. Did you get it?
No, I didn't get it.
Okay, just checking. The pictures actually just came out today, and if you've seen Doom Patrol in the comics, they look pretty fucking good. This is on the DC streaming service, and they just released some of the pictures, and it looks good. Robot Man looks like Robot Man. Yeah.
Man, robot.
Yes.
Those Negative Man look like Negative Man.
Yes. Elasti-Woman, Crazy Jane.
Elastic.
Led by the mysterious Carter, they are called into action by the ultimate hero for the digital age, Cyborg, played by Hovian Wade. Sorry, Ray Fisher, I guess you're not getting that anymore. Isn't that him, Ray Fisher? That was
I just played him in the movie. Well, we don't know. We didn't see the movie yet.
That's true. We will watch that movie
Someday.
Well, I guess Ray Fisher joins, I don't know, Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, pretty much everyone. They did say that
Is Ezra Miller gone, or is he?
No, they were making that film. Here's the thing that came out from Warner Brothers. The rumor was that Wonder Woman is going to have a lot of Flashpoint time travel in it.
Yeah.
And basically, and Wonder Woman is going to be a soft reboot of the whole universe.
Oh, yeah.
So they wanted to do that with Flashpoint because, I don't know, that's the storyline in the comics, that Flash who can go through time.
Yeah.
But they said their script wasn't good enough and they were still working on it. So they didn't want to wait till 2021 to reboot. So Wonder Woman, which comes out in 2020.
Yeah.
year.
No, we can't wait a whole year after that.
And they said, the insiders said that they realized that killing off Chris Pine's character was a mistake. So that's why he's coming back.
No, that's stupid.
Because
And no,
they're
it
going to
wasn't a
time travel.
mistake. Because he was from the 19 teens.
Yes.
And this new one takes place in, what, the 80s?
1984.
Yeah. He would have been dead or at least very, very old by then.
Mostly dead.
Mostly dead.
Mostly dead. Have fun storming the castle. But
Just go through his pockets and look for loose change.
that's right. Loot him. Anyways, so yes, they said, so Wonder Woman is getting rebooted, or is rebooting the universe. Not Wonder Woman. They said if Aquaman does not hit like they hope, they are going to replace Jason Momoa too.
What?
To be honest, that he looks the best. Him and Gal Gadot, they're the best parts.
Gal Gadot.
Whatever. And Ezra Miller from the 2 minutes I saw of Justice League wasn't entertaining.
I was actually annoyed by him from the 2 minutes I saw of Justice League.
It's going to be really good when me and you watch it. Hey, that was cool. No, it wasn't.
No.
Hey, that sucked. No, it wasn't. Damn it. So there you go. Wonder Woman 2020. Let's see what else. Comicbookmovie.com. Speaking of another rough franchise, Spider-Man currently resides in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but Sony is looking to capitalize on that with a number of spin-offs and standalone ventures, which are all in various stages of development. Now, we won't get to all this. We won't do all this, but Sony holds the rights to over 900 Marvel characters.
How many good ones, though?
Well, they do have Garbage Collector 7, Garbage Collector number 8. They have Prowler. Prowler should be good. Puma. I'm sure Puma is good. Grrr. Negative Man. No. Let's see. They almost everything hinged on Venom.
Yeah, about 600 of them are Spider-Man clones, right?
Oh, God. The Jackal is one of them. Almost everything hinges on Venom, which it hit really well. We'll get to that in a little bit here. So they said, welcome to the world of sequels, basically. Who's in charge? Blake, I thought you would appreciate this one. Who's in charge of the Spider-Man universe? It's not Kevin Feige. And while he oversees Marvel Studios and Walter Hamada has been put in charge of the DC film universe, there's no Uber boss at Sony.
What?
So, while Panich is overseeing the cinematic universe and is tasked with knocking it into shape, the various movies are said to be more producer-driven, meaning they could all end up very different in terms of their quality.
Awesome.
Yeah, that
like-
sounds like the way Sony would do it.
This is my favorite part. This is why, Blake, I thought you would have enjoyed.
Oh.
For example, Amy Pascal
Hey.
is in charge of Silk and Spider-Man Far From Home.
Well, Spider-Man Far From Home is the...
Homecoming sequel.
Yeah, and that's...
Spider-Man Homecoming was amazing.
Yeah, but Far From Home is considered part of the
partially
MCU?
Yeah, it's part of the MCU, but it still can. They can reference it in the Sony movies.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Amy Pascal, who it was just a great boss.
Awesome CEO.
Palak Patel.
She got Torch Boy in it?
I hope so. Oversaw Venom and is doing Morbius. And Avi Arad and Matt Tolmach are serving as producers on almost all of the rest of them. All of them.
Yeah.
Let's see. Some of the movies coming out. Silver and Black has been scraped. That was Silver Sable.
Scrapped.
Scrapped. Scraped. It doesn't matter. Silver Sable and Black Cat. That was the movie. Morbius the Living Vampire, which we just talked about, is the farthest along at Sony. The script... You're right. Was written by Burke Sharpless. Okay, that is not a real name. Burke Sharpless.
Is that the new name you use when you don't want your real name associated with it? Credited to Burke Sharpless.
And Matt Sazama from Lost in Space fame. Hopefully not the Matt LeBlanc movie or the new Netflix one.
Maybe the new Netflix. I'm assuming they're not talking about the Lost in Space from the 50s.
You know, Burke Sharpless initials are BS.
It also has a director in the form of Safe House's Daniel Espinizo and Suicide Squad Jared Leto would don a pair of fangs and go method to play him.
Ooh.
Jared Leto is Morbius. He's not doing Joker anymore.
Yeah.
Black Cat. Also on the DC front, we were talking about rebooting.
Yeah.
They are keeping the woman that played Harley Quinn the same.
Oh, yeah.
Margaret.
Yeah, Robbie.
Yeah.
Margot
Robbie. She's going to stay the same, but they think they're going to reboot the rest of it because James Gunn's working on it. Black Cat. They said, we believe Black Cat is enough of her own character with a great story and a canon material to draw from to justify her own film. That's why they...
Just scrapped Silver and Black.
Nothing to do with Catwoman.
Night Watch. Oh, God, Night Watch. It's been said that Spike Lee could end up taking the helm.
Alert.
Of this one, and Luke Cage showrunner Chio Hodari Coker is reportedly penning the screenplay. I'm interested now.
No.
The story of this character, which involves time travel and vigilante crime fighting,
No longer interested.
is one which is definitely going to be worth keeping an eye on. How do we know if it ever gets made?
What kind of train wreck?
How do we know it hasn't been made and they went back in time to stop it?
Yeah, what kind of train wreck has Spike Lee doing a superhero movie that involves time travel?
And Night Watch is not...
I don't know. Maybe Spike Lee will deal with time travel better than everyone else.
He's the one that found the cure for it.
He might have.
The key. Kraven the Hunter. There's only so much that
Who's
can
he
be...
fight? PETA?
PETA? I'll
Eat what I want.
PETA, we gotta boycott the movie. He wears a lion mane.
There's only so... This is current
He
comedy movie.
wears fur.
There's only so much that can be done with a character who runs around in a leotard trying to hunt a teenager.
That sounds pretty perverted stalkerish,
But
doesn't
damn
it?
it, if Sony's not going to try it.
Is Pascal behind that?
No, Harvey Weinstein.
They're still behind the plan.
Kevin Spacey went to Sony and goes, I got a great show. Can I be Kraven the Hunter? Come on, I got a great plan. I hunt teenagers. I little boys. I mean teenagers.
Teenage boys. That's better, right?
That's right. Is that right? My sidekick is Bill Cosby.
That would be great if they got Kevin Spacey to play Kraven.
So you take the gun and you shoot it. Yeah. No, you put it in the pudding pot first. Then they fall asleep. There's no hunting.
One of these days we'll get through a show without a terrible Bill Cosby impression.
One of these days.
And is being penned by Richard Wanker.
Wank.
Oh, sorry.
Do the Equalizer.
Equalizer 2.
Jackpot, who was introduced during Brand New Day. Fuck you, Marvel. For
Yeah,
that.
fuck you.
Marvel initially made fans think it was Mary Jane Watson. Did they?
Huh?
That was behind the mask.
Did they, though?
In reality, both Sarah Earhart and Alana Jobson, who I have no idea, were behind the mask. Whatever. There's Sony reportedly intends on casting a slightly older actress, supposedly Judi Dench.
Well, apparently it's two different women.
Okay,
I mean, Jackpot, two different women. Is that what the theme is?
I have no idea.
You don't know which one it is.
I have no idea what
time?
Jackpot is.
So Judi Dench, yeah.
You can get Judi Dench and Helen Mirren to both.
Does Helen Mirren look like Judi Dench?
Hey,
God, you don't have to look like her when you're in a costume.
Come on over here, pull my lever, see if you hit the jackpot.
Hey, honey. Oh, wait, no, we're regressing.
Come on, guys. I can play. Oh, old people. We don't want old people. Come on, let me hunt teenage boys. Come on. Okay, fine. 10-year-olds. Mr. Spacey.
Come on, Craven. Did you ever get any cougar action? Eh?
I'm going to take on Craven the Hunter. How about he hunts plants and then tries to spawn with them? I'll plant my symbiote into that ficus.
Bring that over here, Louis C.K.
That was my Harvey Weinstein. We're just doing all creepy people. Just go with it.
My name's Judi Dench.
I can't believe we have Judi Dench stuck in this terrible group of people, and we're...
Did Judi Dench just smoke 18 packs of Marlboro over there?
Yeah, she's like that old lady in the casino.
Jackpot.
Playing
Jackpot.
jackpot. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. She's playing one-armed bandits. They're in the slot machines.
I can't believe
I got a slot machine for you, Sonny.
I can't believe they got Judi Dench to play me.
Sorry, Judi Dench, you're a little too old for me. And female. Let's see.
My name's Judi Dench.
People call me Judi Dench.
Did you just star in the Water Boy over there?
Oh, no, that was Forrest Gump.
Oh, that was Forrest Gump.
My name's Forrest Gump. People call me Forrest Gump. I
understand
that with Judi
the
Dench.
line, but your impression was so horrible, I didn't know what you were.
I was doing his line of Judi. I was impersonating him doing Judi Dench.
There's one thing I've learned in 4 years of this is Jason's impersonations, I have to announce who I am.
Time out. I'm Judi Dench. Yeah, I'm Judi Dench. Okay, so I just did an impression of you doing an impression of Blake doing an impression of Judi Dench.
Except I said, people call me Judi Dench.
People call me Judi Dench.
He said, I'm Judi Dench. And I said, people call me Judi Dench. See, that's how it works. I can't believe I have to explain this to you. You're ruining the whole podcast, Jason.
Better question. Did our world...
There's a better question.
There's a better question.
Did our podcast just fold in on itself? I feel like it did.
Yeah, this was brought to you by ARP.
That's the news of the geek.
Hey, this is Liz,
And this is Heather,
and we are Nerdy Bitches Podcast.
a show where two geeky ladies podcast their way through pop culture.
From movies and TV to our regular book club and everything in between, we bring you our favorite fandoms with a feminine eye.
We're talking Star Wars, Star Trek, Harry Potter, DC, Marvel, comic books, and anime.
And don't forget sci-fi, fantasy, action movies, video games, D&D, board games, and so much more.
Be sure to check us out on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, Podbean, or wherever you find awesome podcasts.
You can also find us hanging out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and at nerdybitches.com.
Talk to you soon.
Jeff, what are you doing September 28th through the 22nd, 2019?
I'm going to be at the Cincinnati Comic Book Expo.
Top 5 music.
That
That's
means
amazing.
it's our top 5 list time.
What's our top 5 this week, Jeff?
According to the outline, it's the top 5 pop culture things we want to be popular again.
Pretty vague.
Pretty vague. Things that one time are pretty popular and
Not so
have
much.
went out of fashion in some way, shape, or form. Whether it be things or shows or...
TVs, movies, items, toys, whatever. Jeff, what's your number 5?
All right, well, starting off here, my number 5 is Pogs.
Oh, okay.
I want Pogs to be popular again so someone can explain to me what the fuck they are.
And you said someone can explain why the fuck they were popular.
Oh, they were popular because they were cool and you can collect them and you had this little game to play and I didn't understand any of it.
You just put them on the side and plop them.
See, but that makes no sense to me. I need to understand it. And then they went out of fashion so quick I never had a chance to...
Alpha's back in Pog form.
in Pog form.
Good one for Pogs. Blake, what's number 5?
Aren't they just chips that you flip.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't understand the game at the time, and no one could explain
Pretty
it to
complex
me.
game.
It's
So
pretty fun to say though. Pog.
Pog.
I mean,
Poggy.
because you had these slammers that you can get with them. And I worked at the toy store, and we were selling pogs and slammers, but I didn't understand. It's like, oh, so they flip over, and then what?
Is that because you were 45 when they came out?
No, I didn't work at
Was
a
the
toy
ga-
store when I was 45.
Was the game passed you by? The game passed you by. I remember Pogs. I used to have like tons and tons of sleeves of them, and then after
Oh, you actually collected them?
Oh yeah, yeah. I was only 13.
Yeah.
Like, what's number 5?
Burning bras and going braless.
We are up to date on the latest.
He wants it in fashion again.
I want it in fashion again.
Personally, I kind of enjoy the sports bra craze, so I'm not going to be on your side on that one.
Oh, can I do the thong craze then?
Sure.
For men.
Only if you can sing the thong song.
No.
Thong, 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 thong.
Wow.
Give me that thong.
Oh, wait a minute.
Thong, thong,
That
thong.
sounds just like him.
That could have been my number 5 too. The thong song.
You wanted to come back in
Thong,
craze?
thong, thong. Number 5 for me, Star Wars. I wish it was popular again, and by that I mean I wish the movies were good.
They are good.
Last Jedi was. Solo was okay, but I just wish, like, I'm kind of just worn out on them. Wish it was popular again.
Which was popular again. It's like in its like second most popular time. Wow. Okay. I don't get your list.
Hey, at least I had 5 this week. Number 4, video stores. Like Blockbuster and that. I kind of miss the days of going up there on Friday nights and wandering aimlessly through millions of bad movies.
Yeah.
You still can. Family videos are around.
Not out here.
You can drive to my neck of the woods
I'm
and
not doing that.
go to
Do
Family
they still have
Video.
the 18 and over behind the curtain in the back?
Not at Family Video, they don't. That's what the internet is for.
Not get involved in that.
Not the Manson Family Video.
I'm wondering how does that stay in business? The Family Video.
I don't know. Volume?
And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of senior citizens out there with blinking 12 o'clock VHSs that still need VHS tapes.
So I saw something because the Sony PlayStation released their 20 titles that they're doing in console.
Yeah.
That they're putting out, like the Super Nintendo had a console.
Oh,
the Nintendo-
yeah.
So PlayStation released their games, whatever. There was a
Ape Escape? Was Ape Escape in it?
no.
God damn it. No one ever plays that game anymore.
There's a reason.
I should put that on my list.
So
Now an honorable
as a
mention.
joke,
to be
somebody wrote
popular.
out there. They had a picture of on Facebook as a joke for the all these mini consoles. The mini VHS is coming back. The VHS, and then get 20 of these great titles with it. And it was like Batman and all these, and they're like, does not have USB connection, does not have HD connection.
Does it come with the mini tapes
I
instead
will
of like
find
real
it.
VHS?
I'm
But
gonna
the
find it.
VHS-Cs? Yeah, put that on our Facebook.
Well,
page.
they've
Okay.
got those hi-fi stereo systems now, all in one, where you can have your old, records, cassette tapes, CDs, and of course,
8
8-tracks, and now your digital, music
Yeah.
for your iTunes or whatever, Spotify.
You have one of those?
No, but they even bring them out in, like big jukebox looking,
jukebox form. Oh, that would be
formats
nice.
and stuff. Yeah,
It's like
it
an old
depends.
Wurlitzer?
Or you can have like those big old huge ass tables that you used to have, like back in the 70s for those hi-fi systems. You can buy those now. That's all inclusive. It has everything in it. I mean, yeah.
I want one of them old console.
That,
One of them looks like an old console
looks like an old
television.
console yeah, if there's a market for that, why isn't there a market for beta VHS and DVDs and laser discs?
Laser disc.
Yeah.
Blake, what's your number 4?
Well, yours actually kind of segues into mine. I'm actually going to add to my number 4 because you brought up, the Blockbusters, and I'll put it, the old CD music stores, man, because my number 4 was actually good music prior to auto-tune.
Oh, so you want media playback?
Yeah, or go back to those
Tower Records.
goody records,
Sam
or
Goodies,
or the big independent music stores. You can spend
Empire
hours in.
Records.
Empire Records, exactly.
Damn the man, save the empire.
That's right.
All right.
Jeff, what's number 4?
My number 4 is Saturday morning cartoons.
That's my number 1.
Oh.
No, marking on
Put on the board.
Put it on the board. Didn't mean to steal it, but
That's okay.
So then I don't need to explain that because you agree. All
Saturday
right.
morning cartoons are great because, like, you would get up and rush downstairs, and even if it was like 7 in the morning, it's okay because cartoons are on.
Cartoons are on. Your parents could sleep late because you're watching cartoons, not bothering them.
You have by the time your parents wake up, you're on your 5th bowl.
Of course. I would like go through an entire box of Smurfberry Crunch on Saturday mornings.
Frankenberries.
Well, you still get Frankenberries.
I do, and Boo Berries.
Boo.
Blake was number 3.
My number 3 was a tie.
Don't I get to give my number 3?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, you can give your number 3.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. My number 3 is hair metal.
No,
I want hair metal to come back.
I don't.
No.
I do. I was mad when grunge killed it.
I was happy when that happened.
I mean, we have not had a song as good as Unskinny Bop since.
Oh my god.
Bop Bop just blows me away. All right, Blake, what's your number 3?
Well, you know what? I actually have to support that because I have a tie for number 3.
Okay.
I have to support what you just said because my number 3 is intellectual freedom of thought and freedom of expression tied with context.
Ah. Yeah, you're not allowed to freely express or think these days, so
Correct.
I agree with you
Down
on
the
that.
hall. Anyways,
But I wish it was popular again.
speaking of popular, I wish free internet was popular again. Remember that? Oh, those were the days. You had free internet.
Isn't that called public Wi-Fi?
I don't know when I ever had free internet.
Well, the plug.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Well, AOI
L?
or AOL.
Hey,
Didn't they send you the disc for free? It was like $10. Okay, I wish it was
free.
Okay, I wish it was $10 again. Sorry. Is that better?
Well, yeah, if you can get it for $10 if you want dial-up.
If you said 56K modem, I would have found it funny.
Okay, fine. I want Trapper Keepers back. There you go.
Hey,
You can still get Trapper Keepers.
That's a quality item there.
That is.
That's my number 3. Fuck internet.
There you go.
Moving on, number 2. I really wish this was popular again because I just would like my son to get into it. G.I. Joes. G.I. Joes.
I can see that. Kid.
That is one of the few things that never, like, even the remakes of it didn't really take off.
No, and that never lived up.
After the 80s show,
Even in the cartoons, nobody got killed.
no,
Did you notice that? I mean, there was a lot of laser firing going around and explosions.
the robots got killed.
But nobody got killed.
Yeah, like second or third season, all the bad guys just became robots. So they could blow things up.
But yeah, I would like to see that back. I like to see the figures back.
There was a lot of paratrooping in those G.I. Joes.
Yes.
You know, all the planes would get hit and they'd all jump out and parachute.
All right, Blake, I know you didn't really watch the show Community, but you need to watch the G.I. Joe episode of Community.
In addition to the Dungeons and Dragons ones?
In addition, but
Okay.
actually I would tell you watch the G.I. Joe one first.
Okay.
Okay. Blake, what's your number 2?
Are we wrapping around? Don't you have 2 number 2s?
No,
Or no,
number
we know it
three.
would be number 1.
Yeah, number 1's the last that comes.
Yeah, okay. All right, my number 2, personal responsibility. I remember when that was popular.
I'm glad it's not popular. I like not having to be responsible for myself.
You're part of the problem.
Moving on. It's Blake or Jeff. What's
Wait,
number
hold
two?
on.
What?
I support your right to say that.
Doesn't matter if you support it or not because the think tanks say I can.
Oh dear God! Stop it. Down
Oh,
the
okay.
hall.
My number 2 is Clearly Canadian, the soda from the 90s.
Oh man, that was a shitty fizzy water.
Oh, I
that was
love Clearly
awful.
I
Canadian.
mean, at least the glass jars or whatever, the glasses they used to come in are pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, they are relaunching.
You can turn
or-
those into candle holders. And
You can turn
shit.
them into whatever you
Pretty
want.
good.
No, like candle holders.
No, I'm serious.
I know, but
No, the company is like trying to come back.
Really?
They had like a big
Clearly NAFTA
no. What do you call it? A big
resurgence.
a push on
Renaissance?
the God,
Rebirth?
You can stop saying words that are nothing close to what I'm trying to say.
you're trying to say Renaissance,
No, I'm trying to say nothing like that.
resurgence.
Stock offering.
No, nothing like that. Like Kickstarter and
fundraising.
Fundraiser.
Social fundraising.
Yeah, whatever
Selling
it's called.
stocks.
No, well, not stocks. You're just selling.
Buy
your
low,
product.
sell high.
Exactly. But they did that, and then and the thing that was keeping them from really coming out when they wanted to,
NAFTA?
no, the
Trump?
fact that they insisted on using the same type bottles, what they're expensive to make because nobody makes them, so they have to make them special for it.
Because everybody kept hoarding them for candle holders.
Well, but so they went ahead and you can find them kind of around, but they're like expensive, and you have to go to specialty stores to find them. And I liked it when they were on like the shelves in every store, and
They were pretty fancy.
and I liked it. I drank them, especially the
too.
wild cherry.
Yep.
Num num num.
And they
num,
were clear.
num. Clearly,
Yes.
As exciting as this is, just got a word. Falcon and Winter Soldier is coming to the Disney streaming service as a series.
Live action?
with
Yep, Mackie and Sebastian Stan. This goes along with the Scarlet Witch miniseries or series and the Loki series.
Scarlet Witch and Loki are different series. Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought they were the same.
No,
Wait,
They
hold
fooled
on.
me when they released, I suppose. They said Scarlet Witch and Loki. I thought, that's an interesting pairing.
Which production studio was that?
Disney streaming service. Thank
You
you.
owe us $100.
What's your number one, Jeff?
Oh, we're on to my number one. My number one, I have to thank Big Dev for this one because I would have probably not remembered it, but I saw his list and said, yes, definitely. Zumbas.
No,
Yes.
no. Tell us what those are.
Those are the very, very comfortable but very, very ugly pants that were big in the 90s. And, God, they're so comfortable. And it would be nice just to have those in my wardrobe and not have to wear any other
Think of the
type of
complete
pants.
opposite of yoga pants. Maybe that's wait. Yeah, I was going to say Zumba. That's why there's Z because after Y yoga. No, hold on. A second. It didn't work. Wrong timeline.
Oh, exactly. But yes, Zumba pants should come back just so I could wear them and not get made fun of for wearing them.
Anyways, your number one, Blake.
You know what also is making a big comeback? Burlap sacks.
Syphilis.
Yeah, no, those aren't comfortable,
Little itchy.
especially in the nethers.
Yeah. My number one, Cleveland Browns football championships.
Hey, we can dream,
I'm not.
but
They
he
were
is.
popular about 50 years ago.
They happened at some point.
Yes.
Some point. My number one is Saturday morning cartoons. Any honorable mentions? Nope.
The one I
Yes.
said earlier that I forgot already.
Wait here. I have a list from Hunter McAllister.
Oh,
I'm Hunter McAllister. Number 5, subservient poor people.
why do I always get uppity?
Number 4, capitalism.
Oh, that was so great when it was in vogue.
Number 3, American exceptionalism.
Well, that's still around.
I'm still exceptional myself. Number 2, indebted servitude. Number 1, the 1%. Hey, this just in from Donald Trump. He wants escorts and mistresses that keep their damn mouth shut.
Look, paying the money has to mean something now, doesn't it?
Number 2 for him is golden showers.
You don't pay money for the sex, you pay money for the silence.
Or in Jeff's case, the open weeping. Let's see, top 5 listener picks. What?
Never mind.
Okay. Doctor
He's
number...
saying she weeps when she's near me. That's what he's saying.
Sounds like a song.
Let's write it.
When she's near me.
Oh, wait a minute. Dr. Bednar, write us a song.
She weeps when she's near me. Let's see. Doctor number 1 had Pogs, muscle action figures.
Those were cool.
Steve...
I was just reading about, or no, not reading, I'm sorry. That would have been watching videos about those on that one YouTube channel.
That was a good call.
Yeah.
Anyways, Steve Gutenberg being famous. Oh, high spirits.
Who made Steve Gutenberg a star?
We do.
So we want to see Cocoon again?
Cocoon 3.
Cocoonier.
Cocoon here.
Automan, and then Hobie it, Beepers, Answering Machines, and the Discman.
Bleepers?
Beepers.
Oh,
Beepers.
okay.
Hey, this just in from CNN. Actual news reporting.
From Nikki.
This just came in from Fox News.
Oh.
Fuck CNN.
Fox number 2, Hillary Clinton.
Oh, bring back Megyn Kelly.
Fox doesn't even want her back.
Oh, hell no. Fox parted on bad terms.
Nikki Pumazili said Pogs, slap bands, mixtapes, garbage pail kids. Ooh, I forgot about that. They did bring them back, but they're not as good.
Yeah, when they did bring them back, they weren't nowhere near as
And tie-dye shirts.
tie-dye shirts never went out of style.
Sean, a Pittsburgh nerd.
If it was up to me, everybody would have tie-dye shirts on
Depends
all
what
the
kind of
time.
hippie you are.
Sean, a Pittsburgh nerd who owes us $100, says 1980s coaches shorts.
Oh, no. Those don't need to ever come back in style. Not when Zumbas are around.
70s Bush. Nope.
The beer?
The bear?
I'm thinking of the presidents.
Jeb?
Jeb.
George?
Please clap.
Wait, hold on. George in the 70s was a party animal.
It's true. I'm going to say little people wrestling.
Because you don't want to offend.
Yes.
This is the first time on the show you didn't want to offend.
Journey.
Boo.
And peace, love, and understand. Fuck that.
Wait, hold on. Which Journey? The
think-
one with the American singer or the Filipino singer?
I'll take the Filipino singer.
Wait, hold on. You have to be popular in order for it to come back.
Doug.
They were the most popular band in the world for about a year there.
Unfortunately.
Doug, number one fan, had only one. Women wrestling in Saudi Arabia. Because the WWE isn't allowed having women come over for the crown
But it
jewel
was
fry.
never popular for women to
That's
wrestle
true.
in Saudi Arabia.
What if they are fully covered?
Kevin at Cincy Explorer had Pogs.
Wait, didn't Doug also have the Pony Express?
No, you'd be out of a job. Number 4.
He would work for the Pony Express.
where-
Maybe he'd have a horse.
Have you seen Doug on a horse?
No, I have not.
Okay. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Oh, yeah. And then you get Rockapella.
Do it,
Where
Rockapella.
in the world is Carmen Sandiego. She'll steal your soul in South Korea. And other things.
Your heart in Toledo.
Wow, now you're making up words.
She'll steal your underwear in Akron. And now we go to Detroit and you got shot.
She's a
number-
filthy finger filcher from Berlin down to Belize.
Number 3,
She'll
Hammer.
take you for a ride on a slow boat to China.
Say, where in the world?
Is Carmen Sandiego.
Number 3, Hammer Pants. Please, Hammer, don't hurt them. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Can't touch this. Da-na-na-na.
So Hammer Pants would be all right, but Zumbas are even better than that.
You got to pray just to make it today.
Too legit to quit.
Those are 3 songs by Hammer.
Go Ninja, Go Ninja. Oh, wait, that's
Vanilla.
Vanilla Ice. Never mind.
What's Up by Budweiser.
Oh, no. No, that's dead.
I like
And
that.
Not by Wayne's World.
Not.
Intern Hackney. He had Pogs.
Everyone wants Pogs back.
No, you don't, people. East Coast versus West Coast rap. That worked out well. Teddy Ruxpin. Nope, that's creepy.
Oh, no, Teddy Ruxpin is cool when you take the fur off and then you just have the insides. Do you ever see the video? Look it up online. It's great.
This is why you're not allowed to around schools.
Oh, we don't want to hear what you do at furry convention.
Number 2, TGIF.
I thought they were bringing that
They
back.
are. Speechless is there. Boat. The boat thing.
Fresh off the boat.
Yeah. The Attitude Era of Pro Wrestling. See, there's a lot of misses that people forget about. The main event was good, and there's some good hits, but there's some bad things.
Yeah, but the good hits were better than any of the good they have going on now, and the bad was better than most of the good they have going on now.
Dev had Zumba pants,
Thanks, Dev. I agree.
starter jackets, Kangol hats.
No, I can't agree
I
with
don't know what
one.
that is.
What are those?
Those are the they look like you're wearing like old time driving hats backwards or something.
Oh, God.
Kevin James is wearing one in your damn thingy.
Oh, that. Okay.
Yeah, those things.
Ghetto Blaster radios. Ooh. Unfortunately, you can't play anything on it.
Yeah, we have the Ghetto Blaster. We got nothing. You can't put your iPad in there.
Rap with a message. And then that was the number one.
Did Rap ever have a message?
Arch nemesis Brian Stewart from Saudi Language. Brian. Dev. I agree with him. Same. Well, fuck you.
See, he agrees with Zumbas. I
Joseph,
still don't know when Rap had a message. It was all, I'm a good rapper. I'm a better rapper than you. The chicks love me.
No. There's the old, there's LL Cool J.
Police hammer, don't hurt them.
Oh, yeah, the
please
messages
hammer,
don't hurt
don't
them.
hurt 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joseph Campbell. Clackers.
Clack, 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 clack. Oh, God, that was one of the boring toys
those are
ever. I'd rather have a hoop and a stick.
Never seen you run.
Those are as annoying as Vuvuzuelas.
Pet rocks. And Mexican jumping beans. I forgot about those.
Yeah, I remember those.
JB
They're
Calagan.
really not beans.
He said that he loved Mad Balls. That was because of our Facebook page that had the Mad Balls.
Didn't he also say Spanish Fly?
No. It's not Bill Cosby.
Oh, Tone Loc, though. Tone Loc needs to make a comeback.
That's right.
Brad Hargis, who we met at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
Yes.
Hi, Brad. Mad Balls. I loved those. Mad Balls cartoon. The picture got people excited.
Oh, the cartoon wasn't good, but
No.
the balls themselves were fun.
What were those those goofy spin-off cards?
Cabbage Patch Kids?
Like Garbage Pail Kids.
Yes.
Or they would take normal, commercial products and
You
spoof
mean
those.
what Garbage Pail Kids spun off from?
Yes.
Cabbage Patch Kids.
No.
They were
I forget what they were
Wacky
called.
Packs or something
Yeah,
like
Wacky
that.
Packs or something
I
like
think
that.
they were called Wacky Packs, where instead of Pringles, they had shingles.
Yeah,
and
like a can of shingles.
and chock full of nuts and bolts coffee. I had
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I mean, those were pretty popular back in the day.
Yeah,
I thought those
no
were pretty
idea.
fun.
I've had those
fun.
all over my Trapper Keeper.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Anyways, Ditman, Lord of the Rings.
Well,
Hashtag love walking trees. I think he's being sarcastic.
No, I think he wants Lord of the Rings to be popular again, and it will be when the TV show comes out on Amazon.
$2 billion TV show.
That's the one. They're going to force it down your throat to make money off of it.
Last thing, late breaking news.
Da-dum.
The Meg 2 sequel is in the works. Thank you, Pop Culture Podcast. It's coming back, baby.
Boo.
We got another one coming. Bad idea of the...
I thought you just gave the bad idea of the week.
Bad
the Meg
idea of the
sequel.
week. Pogs.
Number 18 billion because Pogs are cool.
Jeff agreed.
And you're the one that
Oh my God, we got to do 18 billion episodes? Oh, dear God.
you're the one that bought Pogs. I don't think anybody else that put well, maybe.
That was like 10. Anyways, bad idea number 761. Amy Pascal being in charge of any movie ever.
Especially Spider-Man related.
Bad idea 762. Kevin Spacey is Kraven the Hunter.
Oh, I thought that was a good idea.
Bad idea number 763. Harvey Weinstein in a movie.
Oh, no, that's a bad idea like 3.
Judi Dench's jackpot.
That's a good idea.
Unless Harvey Weinstein's playing like young Jabba the Hutt or something.
Judi Dench says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Sad.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. It's not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Addendum.
Titles for the show. Since the iTunes is being tough on this.
Let's see. I got ching ching. Yeah, can you just use that sound effect as a title?
Ka-ching?
No,
You
the
just do
sound
that?
effect. Yeah.
No, just do ka-ching.
No. Manson Family Video.
Oh, God.
Cocoon 3, Cocoonier.
Cocoonier.
And then this page I got Thank Yoda, Jedi Mountain, Undead Acting,
I got undead acting.
Mary Todd Humor, Hire New Writers, and my personal favorite, Zombie Whores.
I got dead eyes. And undead acting.
2? That's all you came up with that whole time was
Oh,
2?
Jeff tried to eat me, and I am Blake. I am black.
That was last week, wasn't it?
Well, you asked me for ideas. There you go. I like I am Blake.
Zombie Whores it is.
Undead acting? Or what was the other one?
Cha-ching.
Ka-ching could work.
Rick versus the zombie horse.
God. I do like undead acting. What was the other one you had there?
Hand jobs.
Mary Todd humor.
Mary Todd humor I like. Presidential humor. Timely humor.
Jedi Mountain.
Timely humor.
Timely, like the old
Old-timey humor.
Now you have to change the water.
Cocoon 3, Cocoonier.
Change the water. I like that. Change the water. Because the bat hand jobs.
Yeah, I get it. I'm fine with that.
Changing the bath water.
Change the water.
Change the water.
Sure.
There you go.
Change the bath water. Or just change the water.
Change the water.
Change the water. People will figure out eventually, at least when they get to the end here, to the addendum.
There you go.
Judi Dench says goodbye.
Goodbye.
You've been listening to Hobie.